It's gotta be. That's the only way to go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 35 of Betting the W. It's a pleasure to be back in the state of Massachusetts. If you didn't watch our last episode, we were in the Big Apple, NYC. Highly suggest you check it out. Had a great sit down with Dan Mattia. But we're back in Boston, back in the Bean. It is great to be here. And we got a lot of basketball to catch up on. A lot of interesting things happened this week. And I got some soccer happened too, but
yeah, maybe.
Not for us, so who cares?
Not for us Americans.
For these two. First
Okay, British. Thank you for your input. Football. Football's back, everybody.
True.
All right, we got a lot to get to. Let's jump right into it. Let's do some tailing and fading. Yeah. Could I lead off?
Go for it.
Could I get everyone's permission to lead off?
I give you my blessing.
Please.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I got a lot to say. I want to start off. No, I'll start off with tailing and I'll end with fading.
Okay.
I'm tailing stadium games. So women's sports can only grow if you put them in a big enough venue, and we're gonna see just how big the sport of basketball, women's basketball, is in Iowa. We heard from our good friend Jan Jensen that Iowa shows out. They sell out about every home game. This year, they're gonna have a home game in Kinnick Stadium. They are going to be playing in the football stadium in Iowa City. They're trying to set the attendance record for women's basketball. It is under 30K. They
can double it.
Kinnick holds almost 70K. So there's plenty of room to break that record. I think that this is perfect marketing by them. They did kind of steal this idea a little bit. They borrowed this idea from Nebraska, who has one of the best volleyball programs in the country. They're going to be playing an outdoor game at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. That's going to be a lot of fun to see, too. Nebraska really shows out for women's volleyball. I think they'll fill up that stadium.
Wait, is this outside, the basketball?
This is outside. This is out in Kinnick Stadium, which has no roof, which is why I'm saying, first of all, it is an exhibition. It's like a scrimmage with DePaul. So I don't think you'll be able to bet on it, but unofficially, I'm hammering the under on this game.
Yeah.
Because people are going to look at this and they're going to be like, oh, Iowa, DePaul, big stage. They're going to score a lot of points. I think it'll be a fun game to watch, but there's going to be a lot more misses. Maybe not from Caitlin Clark. She could probably hit threes from the moon. But when you're outside, there's going to be wind. There's no way to stop wind. And also, I've just heard testimonies from basketball players saying that when there's no roof, your depth perception is way off.
Oh.
Like when you play in an outdoor stadium, just looking at the hoop and not seeing something behind it, like seeing the sky, that's gonna be a big change. So
they won't even be seeing the sky; they'll be seeing 60.
Right, they'll be seeing it go way up. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a unique environment for Iowa for sure. So under on points, over on attendance. I think they'll get up near that 70K, and there are gonna be some. I will personally be firing off a tweet about how Iowa fans finally get to see some offense in Kinnick Stadium, something like that. Some sort of hilarious
joke.
joke.
Will outscore the entire football team their whole season.
Yes, I highly expect that to happen, and they are also selling tickets that are insured. You can buy uninsured tickets, which means that if they have to move the game inside because of rain, you don't get to keep your ticket. You got to pay a little extra to insure your ticket. So hopefully there's no inclement weather that moves that game inside, because I think that'll be sick on an Iowa City evening to see Iowa and DePaul. It's just getting me fired up for all college sports, but women's basketball is going to be back, and I'm a college sports guy. I love college basketball, so I'm very excited for that. I'm fading consistency.
Okay.
I was not watching this game last night, but I got a notification that the Phoenix Mercury, who are not very good,
That's an overstatement.
they've been on a mini tear since the game where Diana Taurasi got her 10,000th point, but they are still a bad team. I got a notification that they broke the record for scoring in any quarter in WNBA history with 45 points in the first quarter. 45 points. So I was like, whoa, Phoenix bodying the Sun. I got to see where this game is at now. When I went to check the box score, the game was at halftime, and the Phoenix Mercury had 52 points. If you're doing the math there, that means they had a 45-point quarter and then a 7-point quarter. So they set the record for the highest scoring quarter in WNBA history, and then the largest drop-off with a 38-point difference between the first and second quarters. And the Sun, the complete opposite. They were very consistent, 24 and 24. So it was a very close game at half. It ended up being a close game. The Mercury managed to pull this out, which is an insane sentence to say after they scored 45 points. And you don't realize how short 10 minutes are.
Oh my god.
Until you're waiting for a team to score 45. And it took everything. Mariah Jefferson hit a circus shot at the end of the quarter to get them to 45. I mean, they were hitting everything. And that's just the perfect encapsulation of this Mercury team, who there are talented players, and when they're working together, it looks good. But when they're not, it just looks terrible. And it was the exact night and day difference that you're used to seeing from the Mercury. So it's been a weird season all around for the Mercury. It's memorable, I guess, for record-breaking reasons. But yeah, weird season for the Mercury. And this game was one of the weirdest box scores I've ever looked at. Super weird. Fading consistency.
And it's really funny going against what everyone calls would probably be the most consistent team in the WNBA.
Exactly. And that was another shocking thing was the Sun let up 45 points in the first quarter. Yeah. Just a really bizarro world first quarter out of Phoenix there.
For the whole game. I mean, Phoenix won.
Yeah, Phoenix beating the Sun, which is it should have been easy, and then it wasn't.
Can I go next?
Please, go right ahead.
Start with my fading. In play with yours. My Connecticut Sun team losing to the Mercury.
Highly tough look. That second quarter was great.
Shed a tear.
They won the second quarter by 17 points.
Fantastic. Good for them. Still lost the Mercury.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me want to
very bad
strap a bomb in my chest.
Yes.
Reasonable
reaction.
I lost almost all faith in the Sun going forward. They could play the Fever and get 20 total points, and I would not be shocked anymore.
We talk about the high ceiling, low floor for a lot of teams in W, and the Sun are usually that team with medium ceiling, medium floor.
Yeah.
And right now they're looking a little erratic, like everybody else.
That should have just been that would have been a game where I didn't want to pick it as my walk off because it was just a easy choice.
Yeah, right.
Huh? We wouldn't even considered it.
Yeah.
The
plus money on Phoenix though for that game.
Shit.
Crazy. Crazy. But yeah. Weird game from the Sun. Not what we're used to seeing from them at all.
Congrats to the Mercury, but
no.
What the fuck?
What are they gonna do with it? What's your
tailing? My tailing. What am I tailing? We tail it every single week since it started up. Good old fashioned beef. Specifically the Twitter
from the
beef.
farmer's market.
Yeah.
We had burgers the other night.
Quality burgers. Quality burgers out of this beef.
Anyways.
Give us the lowdown.
The lowdown on the WNBA Twitter. Don't know if y'all saw it, but Liz Cambage, Cabbage, whoever you want to call her, got her shit rocked in this video. And after saying, I didn't even listen to it.
She said some bad stuff.
She said some really bad
Allegedly.
stuff. I can't listen to her speak. She irks me. But I did see Jordan Canada, happy birthday, that she tweeted at Bleacher Report, who was tweeting about Liz, whatever her last name is, and
not a hard name to pronounce either.
Cambage. Cambage sounds wrong.
It's right.
I say Cambage.
You didn't know what Moneyline was. So. She didn't know what Moneyline was.
Don't expose me like that.
Why did Bleacher Report and why did Taylor Rooks have Liz on the live stream?
That's what I'm saying.
She's been out of the league for a minute. Has not been relevant. There hasn't been a headline with her in it in years, and then I got the Bleacher Report notification saying live in app now, Taylor Rooks, and
there's a faction of people who want so desperately to keep Liz Cambage relevant. She's not.
Why?
She is not like a good basketball player.
No.
Like she has not been good for some time, and
Especially
if Liz Cambage had gone out and defended herself and had said and was actually in the right, these players wouldn't have been so quick to jump down her throats. Why is Liz Cambage lying in this scenario where the other team would have so much to lose from lying? Why would they all come together and create a lie, conspiring against her? It's just.
I mean, everyone that says anything about it, about the situation, they agree, except it's only her that's had a different
Liz
story.
Cambage has somehow convinced herself that she is in the right and the things that she did just didn't happen.
Okay, I just googled an article. I was unaware of the
So
comments
that's
she made.
Yeah.
I thought she just said release the video from the Nigeria game, the one where she got her shit rocked, because she was trying to say she wasn't in the wrong there, even though she clearly elbowed someone in the face.
No, this goes
I
way
thought it was
back.
that.
This goes way back.
But that's bonkers.
And now.
Terrible comments. But
And she modeled for Kanye.
yeah, that was tough. That was
Bad
tough.
look. And now she's trying to allegedly play for the Nigerian basketball team.
Is she really?
That's
Yeah.
what she said. That's one of the things she said. She was looking
No,
to
she
get
did.
her membership from the Australian team waived so she can play for Nigeria.
Why?
Where is
They're
she-
not taking you, my
Where
boy.
is she from? I googled her and
She's
they weren't
convinced.
from London.
She's convinced that this is just water under the bridge. It either didn't happen or
I
nobody
don't-
cares anymore.
I don't think she remembers it.
She's some sort of
She
brain
got-
damage.
Yeah.
That
After that hit?
the fist to the head didn't do her any favors.
But, anyways, Jordan Canada was Bleacher Report. If you want the real tea, hit me up.
Yeah.
Which means I'm trying to hear more from the Sparks.
Yeah.
I want to know just how shitty of a person she
You need
actually
an
is.
untold doc.
I,
I need
for
a
real.
Johnny Manziel expose.
They got
on Liz
cameras
Cambage.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I didn't know they got all this stuff on camera.
We gotta know what's going on, cause she might just be a completely crazy person. She's
Kanye.
she's
Definitely
fighting
is.
with no one behind her. It's wild.
She's just grasping at every. Does she have a Beats sponsorship? Sorry. What is that? Seems very ad, right? Ad-esque.
I don't.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Anyways.
I don't think anyone wants to be tied to this
Yeah.
Cambage right now.
that's why I was
I wouldn't
there's no
understand
shot.
why they would.
But
Except the Nigerian team, apparently.
Apparently
They really want her.
they're wow, we appreciate her fire of hating our players. That was awesome.
that's great. We relaunched another team. Anyways, that's my.
All right,
Excited to
Dan.
hear more about that. I
Love
love talking shit.
Love beef.
Yeah, well, how about Enrique and their whole fight? The wings.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't heard that.
I don't know.
Beef. It's the year of beef. Anyway, I'm
Love
fading the trade deadline. There we go.
Again, I feel like
When was the trade deadline, guys?
I don't know.
August
I
11th.
feel like we talked about this a while ago.
It was on Monday.
Really?
No one got traded.
No, nothing happened.
There was no moves.
Nothing happened at all.
Shame on you, league.
Come on, league. Get it together.
I'm tailing
Oh,
the Fever, getting 11 wins for my boy.
we need it. We need it. I
Yeah.
was so happy to see them beat the Lynx. I mean, as much as I like the Lynx, man, I got a future on the Fever.
Yeah, and
Give me the
you know,
baby Fever.
our boy Nano.
He hit his win
He
total.
hit his
You
over.
pointed up and I was like, God.
Congrats to
Basically.
Dano. Honestly,
I know we miss you.
that man takes care of us. Yeah, he got there. I don't know when he put his in. I don't know why my win total
why
is so
was
much
his
higher than his.
So low.
He got it down 4 wins from me. So I'm still fighting for my life, but that's a big dub, and all I need to do is catch 3 more. I think they're at 8 wins. So
They got some winnable games.
they got one.
too.
That's the thing. They're pretty good. They look good.
They
Like,
don't
when-
lose back.
No, they don't. And that's the thing is they're doing exactly what Fever fans want them to do, which is lose a lot of games but look good.
Get Caitlin Clark.
Go get Caitlin Clark, but also don't give up, which they definitely haven't. They've been competitive. As a better, I don't want them to get those high lottery odds like a Fever fan would. I want them to get the wins. But honestly, like, what's the point of even tanking in this draft? If, like, all 12 top picks are going to be good players. Like, there are good players in this draft, like, unlike normal years. So, like, there's really...
Well,
obviously, you want Caitlyn, but, like, oh, we have to settle for Paige Beckers? Like, oh, man.
I mean,
like,
welcome back, Paige Becker.
Paige is back.
There's no way Paige is going in this draft.
Do you think she's staying?
She's staying another year. I think 100%.
I would agree.
I would think if she hadn't played, like if she had gotten injured this year and like missed the year, I think she would stay another year. But I think
maybe if they win,
that's what
she'll
I'm
go
thinking.
to the draft.
Like,
but
yeah.
I think
she got mad on NIL money.
Yeah,
right?
I think they just make so much more
but so
money.
did Boston.
I get the competitive aspect, like it's better competition.
Yeah.
You want to play at the highest level against the best players. Whatever. You could get a bag if you stay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
She's at one of like the best colleges for women's basketball.
Yes.
Stay another year, get the money, live it up, be a college student, go have a fucking drink on a Friday night. Like, don't worry about the W for another year.
I think that is how we would think about the situation. I think Paige Beckers wants to play against the best players in the world and would also
she doesn't
want to be a part of that. You can get a drink in Indianapolis. I think they have bars as long as it's not too late.
Imagine Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston
Dude.
at the bar together.
Imagine the conversation. To be a fly on the wall for that conversation would be incredible. Yeah, I think we'll see. I think if she has like something left to prove, like if she doesn't come back 100%, I would think that she'd be back. But I think like senior year, I think she's gonna go out and ball, and she's gonna be like, I have nothing left to prove, and then
I don't know. I feel like this draft class might just end up disappointing.
I don't know. I feel like I don't think she's gonna perform her best coming off this ACL
I think she will.
Paige Beckers.
I think I would be a fool to doubt Paige Beckers.
What are you talking about, dude?
No, I think she's gonna. I think she's very ready to come back, but I truly believe she's gonna. I think she's gonna take another year.
We'll see. I would be surprised.
I mean, also, would you want to go number one? She's probably going to. Take another year. You're going one.
I don't think she
That's
cares about
MLB
any of
players
these
do.
reasons. I think, like I'm saying, like
she's
you guys are thinking like this. I don't think Paige Beckers cares about.
I really
I
get
think
into her mind.
Paige is going. Well, in my mind, money, competition, anything else.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. I think, especially after the success that Aaliyah Boston's had, like I think, like rookies are good rookies are making an impact now in the league.
If only she could go to like her own team that they just like made for her.
Like a new city that needs a
star.
star.
Something like that.
Anyway.
I have another fading.
Might be
actually.
too far out there. All right, let's hear it.
Fading Ion for this Scripps halftime show.
Yeah, they really managed to put together a bad product on TV. They do.
They do the games fine, like whatever.
Yeah,
they're showing the game to national
basketball.
audience. Cool, we're watching basketball. Why do we cut to the news at halftime?
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't want to hear about Hawaii burning.
Nobody does. It's just bad vibes right there. Terrible vibes.
I want to talk about the game.
Exactly.
Instead,
I want to know why. I want to know why the Mercury scored 7 points in the second quarter.
Let's chat about that. That's something that I'd like to find out about. I do like the ESPN broadcasts and like major networks, obviously.
Oh, when they pulled Drea out.
I mean, how could you go wrong? Yeah. Ion, get it together, guys. Come on. What are we doing?
You have like every game too, like, and it's always the same. Isn't it always the same news broadcast?
It basically is. Yeah.
Like, not that much news happens during the day.
No.
That they change it.
No. It's very repetitive, the broadcast.
Was that it? Good job.
Great telling and fading.
That was awesome.
Amazing.
Can I bad vibe show?
Oh god.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
They brought up Hawaii. So now
How much
we're on bad vibes. No. The Lynx don't play. Like, just...
Oh, yeah.
Fading scheduling. The Lynx just don't play this week.
How does that make any sense at all?
You are, like, the hottest team in the league. Well, you lost, so maybe not anymore. But...
They go Thursday to Friday. They go Thursday to Thursday, no games.
Damn.
What are they supposed to do? Like, are they maybe, going to come out a little flat
story
against the Storm? One would think so.
They play the Storm and they come back?
Yeah. Big letdown spot.
Yeah. Bro.
Yeah. Bro.
Bro.
Yeah. Alright.
I think you guys should get into a little bit of betting the weekend.
I would agree.
That is a great plan.
I would highly agree. Cait, get out of here.
Scram. There you go.
Oh my god.
Damon, my man.
Let's hear it.
What matchup are you keeping your eye on this weekend in the WNBA?
I am watching the Baby Fever take on the Mystics.
Yes.
I feel like this is another game they could get closer to 11 for you.
This is sneaky a big spot for the Fever.
Yeah. And EDD has been practicing, actually. I feel like we didn't hear about her or Shakira for months.
Yeah.
And now we just got like a wave of news.
Right.
So EDD's coming back soon, it sounds.
Okay.
And Shakira's hips are telling the truth now.
At last.
Finally, they're not lying. And she was on the court putting up shots. So
Yeah.
they may be back soon. So the Fever, if they can steal a game from supposedly a top team in the Mystics when healthy,
I would like
looking
to see
good for
it.
the future.
I would like to see it. I would love to see that. The Mystics have been so bad. I was trying to follow the Mystics originally, and they're just no fun, bad vibes, bad team.
Yeah.
I would love to see the Fever steal one from the Mystics this week. I think that'd be splendid. This weekend, I will be watching the matchup between the Sun and the Wings in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Dallas is sliding once again. Every time I get high on them, they take a tumble. Every time I've finally given up on them, they come out and win an impossible game.
Uh-huh.
Dallas performs at their best against top teams. I believe they lost twice to the Sky last week. They have inexplicable losses that are bad. So maybe they'll have an inexplicable win once again here against the Sun in Dallas. Enrique, we need to have some sort of
Enrique.
come on, do some sort of record break a record, score 40 points, do something crazy, be Enrique, come on. They have such a talented roster. Every time I look at one of their box scores, it's 4 players had double-digit scoring and 2 players had 15 rebounds. Put it all together, get it all right on the same night. This is one of the most talented rosters in the league, and this will be a good game, regardless. Great offense versus great defense. Hopefully that great offense wins out.
Yeah, and the Sun on the road after that Mercury game.
It's gonna have a bad taste. It's gonna be tough.
They might come out with a vengeance. They might just come out flat.
They might.
It might be a rough one for them.
We'll see. The player that I'm keeping an eye on this weekend is a player who absolutely went off with us in the building last week.
Oh yeah.
We recorded before the Aces Liberty game. We probably should have recapped that a little bit. The Liberty literally could not miss a shot.
It's ridiculous.
The Aces looked miserable. They only scored 60 points. They were in the 60 range, and the Liberty, especially Sabrina Ionescu, could not miss anything.
Yeah, Sabrina set the record for the most threes in a single season, or most Liberty threes. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not overall, but she's still got 10 games.
She has a lot of games left, and listen, the player you always believe in what you see live, and at hand. I saw an MVP candidate, Sabrina Ionescu, playing on Sunday. She's probably not going to win it because she's not even the best player on her team, but the best player on her team is maybe the greatest player of all time. And she is the best second option, one of the best second options we've ever seen. Because she can just go out like that. Stewie, only had 23. Had such a, you were expecting a 30 bomb from her. She went out and got 23. And that's not a great game.
5 in the first.
Exactly.
It was flat the whole game, ended with 23, and no one bats an eye at it.
Exactly. It was a super slow game for her. She still did that. But even with that quote-unquote slow game, Sabrina was there to pick up the pieces, and her 31 could have been... It could have been 50 ball.
It could have been 50.
It could have been 50. She had 31, I believe, in the third quarter, and then just...
And they were up 40.
Yeah, they were sitting on the bench. It was a blowout. There was no chance for her. But a player who can play like that, and she plays like that pretty consistently. Like usually when you see the Libs playing, she is like splashing 9 of 12 from 3 or something crazy like that. So it would take some weird situations for her to win the MVP, but she should be in that conversation right now, and she should be in the conversation at the end of the season.
Yes.
A player who can do that and not even be the best player on her team, that's scary. And that just goes to show how good the I almost call them the Knicks, the Liberty have rounded into form here late in the season. So definitely keeping an eye on Sabrina to continue this tear.
Well, that's why I picked her preseason as one of my MVP favorites. Because of that, whereas Stewie might have an off night, they're throwing everyone at Stewie.
Exactly.
Guess who's open? She doesn't even have to be open. She's open when she crosses half court.
She hits contested shots all the time. It is, I mean, you hate to make the comparison to a men's player. We always have that caveat, but it is similar to what we see from Steph Curry when he is hot. Like, we've seen Steph Curry play live. We've seen Sabrina now play live. And it just felt like she couldn't miss. Like, that's not an exaggeration. That's literally how it felt. It felt like every possession was ending in either her or she was drawing attention and dumped it off to Nigel Laney or one of their other 4th, 5th, 6th options in the corner, and they were just hitting everything. Yeah. I think hitting shots is contagious because the Liberty bench was hitting them too.
Yeah, Laney and Thornton in the corner. We were sitting right on the baseline.
Yeah, so we saw it was all online.
Right at the hand, you knew.
Yeah, and there was no question. It was like, oh, maybe they'll brick this, and then the Aces will get a rebound. No, it was going in every time.
And we've been begging for a player with like a quick trigger in the
Yeah.
Sabrina. And she's catch and shooting from 4 or 5 feet behind the arc.
She's great for pace.
Yeah.
She will shoot from anywhere.
She's so efficient. Anyway.
Incredibly efficient. Who are you
Before we
watching?
get canceled on Twitter.
We can't say too much good stuff.
Can't say good stuff.
Agent Wilson better. Who are you going to be watching this week?
Agent Wilson was a 98 in 2K.
That's pretty good.
Best player on the cover.
Huge tangent that's not even related. I don't play video games. I think I mentioned I don't care about the 2K cover because I don't play video games. I don't understand why the rankings are so different. Where Madden has like 6 or 7 99s every single year, and there have only been like a handful of 99s in 2K history.
Yeah.
Like, why is it like consistently Jokic and Asia reigning MVPs, reigning champs are both 98s?
Well, I don't know about Jokic reigning MVP, but
oh, that's right. He didn't get the MVP. Just a finals MVP.
Just the one that matters.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
Exactly. Like,
where were we going?
How do you not have Stewie and Asia 99?
Yeah, they're easily 99s compared to the rest of the competition. Like, I don't understand how video games work, but that they did come out and say that she's a 98 this week. So, who are you going to be watching this weekend?
I'm watching Philly legend Kalia Copper.
KFC.
100%. It really feels like she's turned a corner this season.
Yeah.
Ever since James Wade, the bad man, is gone.
She banished her.
She banished her demons. Yeah, for real. Because every time I turn it on, it's an efficient 18, 20 points.
Yeah. She does work with the ball in her hands every time.
Yeah, and early in the season, she had those sinkers, like 11, 8, 7. Right before James Wade left, she had 8, 7, 29, and 14. 29, sure. She's a hoop.
You're going to get those.
Now he's gone. She's going for 20 consistently. It might be a culture thing.
I think it definitely is. And I think, like, Kalia is going to go get you buckets, and then she is going to, like, talk trash to you, no matter who you are. Like, there was a press conference where somebody, like, asked, like, what does the bench need to do for you guys to win? And she was like, well, what did they do last time we won? They need to do that. And it's just like, KFC, badass, will talk to anybody. We saw it when the Sky were good. We see it now that they're not so good. But through it all, she's going to back it up on the court. Yeah. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah. And even when they're still in a playoff spot.
It's true, yeah.
And
playoffs are massive.
I mean, Kalia Copper, I think, is the definition of a 16-game player. Or
definitely.
Not 16, whatever they play. 3-3-5.
Good.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. She's like, if you have her on your team going into the tournament, you have a shot.
You feel like you have a shot. You don't feel
even as the 8th seed.
Right, you're not stressed as the 8th seed.
Yeah, I mean, Link's ahead of them, Mystic's ahead of them, Dream ahead of them. I'm not saying I'm back
right.
in the sky.
You feel good with that. Looking up at that. Also, side note: the East is so much better than the West. Just looking at these standings, the East has 5 teams in the playoffs and 1 team that has the worst record in the W, and then everybody else is, 2-3 playoff teams from the West.
Yeah. There's 5 teams above 500.
It is just crazy what we're seeing this season. Like, we're seeing a little more parity, like down the stretch. Like Mercury won a couple here. Fever win one every once in a while. The Storm go off, but it really has been exactly what we expected, which was a season dominated by 2 Axis powers, and then the Sun also eating, and then nobody else getting anything.
Clear tears here.
Yeah, big time. They like, you don't even have to point them out. Like, we can see it. Which it will also be sick. I forgot to mention, the Liberty played the Aces 3 times this week, or 2 times.
2 times.
2 times
One
this week.
for the Cup.
Tuesday and Thursday. One's a Commissioner Cup game. This worked out exactly how the WA wanted it to.
Yeah.
Like, they got their 2 best teams in a primetime game playing for a trophy. So those will be very interesting matchups, especially after the shocker that we saw on Sunday, where the Aces weren't even competitive. So
we'll just have to see what uniforms they pull up in.
exactly.
Yeah.
Dana's got the numbers right there. I bet against him. What an idiot I am. Let's try to throw together a tiny little parlay. Quick 2-pick parlay for tomorrow's games. We do have both games for tomorrow on DraftKings already. We're down. We keep dropping units, but I think we've got a winner in us today.
Eventually.
We got it.
I mean, I like the Wings are favored against the Sun.
That's what I was thinking.
Are you kidding me?
I think the Sun, even though I just said, maybe it's a letdown spot, I think plus 2.5.
You can't have the Wings favored.
You can't. It doesn't matter where the game is, when the game is, how far the Sun had to travel. Plus 2.5 is automatic. And I'm really conflicted about this game. I will touch on this in my walk-off pick. Dream or at Sparks. The Dream earlier in the season were an automatic over. Lately, they've played terribly. They scored 67 points against the Storm the other night. But I'm still kind of feeling an over between the Dream and the Sparks.
I am too.
Just because the line reflects the line is much lower than the other game. At 163, I think they're due. And this is part of my walk-off. I think that we're just due for offense from these teams.
Yeah.
So if we parlay those 2 picks together, we get a nice, easy plus 264. We're not trying to do anything crazy. We're not trying to win it all back at once. But give us the Sun of minus 2.5.
Plus
At
plus 2.5.
Okay. Sun minus
Plus 2.
Right. Duh.
Dude,
plus 2.5.
that's ridiculous.
Minus 110, and then give us the over 163 points for Dream versus the Sparks at plus 264. That is the Bet in the W Friday parlay for Saturday games.
There you go.
Give us this one. We got this. We haven't hit one yet, but this feels good. This feels like it's well within reach. Nothing too crazy. Got the plus 264 odds. Went a little bit back. And we're on a path here.
It just takes one.
It does. Gotta see one go through the hoop. And then we will bring in Cait for our Feast or Famine segment. Welcome back, Cait. Great to have you back behind the desk.
Wait a minute.
It's Feast or Famine, bro.
Whoa!
She owns this segment.
Yeah,
It's all about Cait here. Feast or Famine. We are going to give Cait 3 prop bets, and she's going to tell us whether these players are going to be feasting or famine. Famining. So she's going to give us an over or an under on these 3 props. So I'm going to start you off with one of the league's most prolific young players, a true scorer, Rin Howard. I set my own line here because wasn't on the books yet. I set the line at 18.5 points for her. She had a great game earlier this week, and then a not so great game against the Storm when they lost. So bounce back, follow the trend.
Points.
Yeah, but they lost. So
they did lose.
That was not a good game.
Yeah.
maybe she needs to score less.
Who are they playing next? Sparks.
Yes, man.
You know, I love my girl Ryan, but no, not even Bum. I think she's got that.
Okay.
I like that against the Sparks. I don't even know how the Sparks are doing. Sparks is a complete nothing going on except Liz Cambage drama.
Cambage.
You're welcome. I said that right. Yeah, they have not.
The Sparks are, spoiler alert, Sparks are not good.
Yeah,
We
Sparks
talked
are
about
not
that last week. And I like Ren Howard to have a big game in LA.
I like a good feast for her.
I like the dream to eat. We just picked her over.
Some points. So.
We want some points, so let's have her get a bunch of them. Ren Howard over 18.5 points. How about, I didn't even realize I did the same last name here. Natasha Howard.
Oh.
Over or under 8.5 boards against the Sun tomorrow.
What?
Famine.
Ooh, okay. Hot take.
I don't. She's got 3 and 4 the last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
And respect to her, the game before she had 12. Like, she's a good.
Look,
rebound.
we're gonna have to run through and see what your all-time picks are, but your recency bias is insane.
Yeah, because I only look at the 5 most recent games.
It's ridiculous. She's like one of the best rebounders in the league.
She's a very good rebounder.
Every time you see, he rolls out of bed a double-double, and you go.
Clearly not.
And you go. Last 2 games, you had 3 and 4.
And 12.
Yeah.
I will defend you here. She does have to share rebounds with Satu Sabali and Kalani Brown. Mm-hmm. They're a team with a lot of centers. So, can she go and grab 12? Yeah, easily.
100%.
But she could also do what she's done last 2 times. So, it's all about
with
vibes.
the Sun opponent and splitting it,
So not good.
especially with Satu.
Mm-hmm.
9 would be the max. So I'm not going to give her a feast.
Okay.
But I don't want to starve her.
I respect the move.
I don't want to starve her.
8.3 on the season, so it's a good line set by the book. They know what they're expecting. The numbers don't lie. How about some assists from Alyssa Thomas, over or under 7.5?
Yeah, this one I don't even have a tab up.
Don't got to.
Feast.
Easy.
Easiest feast of my life.
Seems it's been about a week since she had a triple double, so
She's
she's
due.
probably
She's
due.
due.
She's due. She's on a dry spell. I like that too. So we
Yeah.
got Feest, Famine, Feest, Ren Howard over 18.5 points, Natasha Howard under 8.5 boards, and Alyssa Thomas over 7.5 assists. I love it. Those are Feast, Famine picks. Do with them what you will. We're gonna do a little rolling the dice. So for those of you that have not watched recently, rolling the dice
What are you doing?
is when we take 3 dice, roll them, get a number, roll 2 dice, roll them, get a number, roll 1 die, get a number from that, and that makes up a slash line for a player who we assign to that line. And whoever's player gets the closest to the correct line wins for the week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I did not. I forgot to keep track of it this week.
I nailed it.
Yeah, I think
really
I was
close.
2 points off
Super close.
with CVS.
True. You nailed that.
I don't know whoever else picked.
Unofficial winner. I don't think anybody else got
I
that
saw her
close.
do that,
She
and
got
I was
very
like,
close.
I don't care.
I think-
Because I finally won one.
I think I was close, but I think
I don't
think
even
got the
remember
dub.
who I picked.
Yeah. Well, we'll consider Damon the winner for the week. Damon, why don't you start us off with a 3 dice roll?
Well, 3.
Can't find my. Oh, here it is.
Oh.
5.
Ooh, 2, 2, and 1. Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. Oh, it went all the way.
4.
over.
5, 5.
5, 5, and
1.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my god. You
Someone on
gotta
the bench.
you gotta be a sicko to win this one.
Yeah.
Bridget
Wow.
Carlton.
You know,
Honestly-
I would pick BC, but they don't play this week.
What the fuck?
Where are the links? Justice for the links.
Justice for Bridget.
Let them play basketball. All right. Yeah, this
5,
one might
5.
take a second. 5, 5, and 1.
Oh my god.
I mean, just pick a bench player.
Yeah,
right?
anyone.
Like, anybody could get this line. Why don't I just pick a game?
Yo, low-key, Dorka would be a good pick for this.
Pick her then. No one's stopping you.
5 points, 5 points, 1
With a strap
broken
on my
heart.
chest.
Alright, I'll get fun with it.
Oh, okay. Bro said I'll get fun with it.
Yeah,
Bro's having fun.
come on.
Bro's
Is that
got
a
some
crime?
whimsy.
Got a little whimsy. Jordan Horston,
Okay.
JH.
5 boards.
You're.
Can I go 5 stocks?
Stop.
What the fuck is that?
Steals plus box?
No, I'm not typing that. I'm not typing that.
That is so funny.
Alright, then I'll
Oh.
rethink mine because you guys don't like
was
my.
relying
You don't like
on
my
stocks.
whimsy.
Think
That's
of the
too much
social
whimsy.
team. All right, I'm just working backwards.
Think of the puns you can make when she has 5 stocks. Think of your captions.
What is Bro talking about?
Bros.
I am working backwards. I just saw a game that I wanted to pick, and I'm going to pick a player from their bench and a name that I recognize. So I'm going to go, let's have, wait, let me say it again. Okay. In the Liberty Fever game on Sunday in Indiana, give me Grace Berger, Indiana legend, to have 5 points, 5 boards, and an assist against the Liberty.
Can I get whimsy again? Whimsical again?
Get whimsy.
Just give me 3 numbers.
I'm 100% riding with Jordan Horston.
Okay.
5 boards,
Yep.
5 field goals made.
Jesus Christ.
Dude. How is she gonna make 5 field goals? Oh, what? Just keep going. Finish what I said.
And 1 block.
I'm really gonna say this. Like, this has to be a straight line because I don't want
You
these
have
sicko,
no useful
sicko
whimsy.
lines.
You have to be a. You
5
said you have to be a sicko. to win
5
this.
rebounds.
No,
5
5 rebounds.
What did I just say? What did I just say?
You let me finish. 5 rebounds, 5 field goals made.
What was
1
the
block.
next thing I was gonna? Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You said 5 blocks.
This
I
is
did not
on
say
TikTok.
5 blocks.
No, he didn't.
I did not. I
He
said
said
5 rebounds. You go.
You
No.
don't know.
5 rebounds.
My bad.
What's going on TikTok?
I misheard you.
Fine.
5 stocks.
5 rebounds. 5 field goals made and 1 block. I'll put that all on the graphic.
FGM. It's no
One
more
graphic
letters.
for Damon.
FGM. Assist is 3 letters.
F-U. Max?
That is so. That's
No useful whimsy.
whatever. What do you got, Cait?
Me?
What do you got?
I'll go second
It's
just so
definitely
you
not
have
as
some
fun.
time.
I
Whatever.
already went.
Oh.
Is anyone paying attention to anything that I'm saying?
No, I remember that because you said Grace Berger.
I did say Grace Berger.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Why don't you go last?
Just
For a change.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Being so mean. I'm going Kayla Thornton for 5 points.
Sniper.
Sharpshooter.
For 5 points, 5 rebounds,
Okay.
Yeah.
1 steal.
Okay.
Still. I mean, but
Type.
looking at her last game,
No.
0 rebounds.
I know, but look at
So
her
I
other
don't know.
ones.
I don't know if she can actually grab 5.
She's grabbed 7 against the Aces. Before.
Oh, but for Natasha Howard, you can't look at any past games.
That was literally 2 games ago. Bro boomed at me on camera.
Grown ass man.
Bro needs a sippy cup.
You two type whatever you just said into there because I'm not
Bro.
gonna recall that. Let's hit the folks with a walk-off pick and then get off their screen here. I believe I lost my pick last week.
I got greedy.
Damon shot for the Sun, and yes, Cait did pick up a W. So Cait's on 1 W, we're on 1 L. I'll lead us off here. I talked about this game earlier during our parlay. Sparks play the Dream tomorrow night. And everything I've seen recently has said Sparks over Dream. Dream are looking terrible right now. Sparks are looking okay and seem to take care of their business against bad teams. But I'm fading myself. I just feel a few rebounds actually, from the Dream. And they're going to have a big game tomorrow. I think they get the W.
I like it. I agree with you. I've seen how close that line is.
It's a toss-up.
Yeah, I really feel like the Dream will take that.
The over.
Would you like to go?
I would love to go. Just like Max, I've touched on everything I want to talk about in my walk-off. I'm not going to get greedy like last week. I know you guys might think I write the script because my record is so good.
It's really good.
Bro wins one roll of the dice. And his record?
Okay, you are 10-18 in this game. I don't know why you're talking.
In this game.
And I'm only talking about this game.
What you got? What is your pick?
I'm high on the Sky. I am not so high on the Mystics. I think the Sky taking down the Mystics on Sunday.
Great.
Even it doesn't matter if EDD ain't Shakira in play. I think the Sky still wins.
Yeah.
I would do that.
All right, what you got?
Switching sports. Women's World Cup. Had to touch on a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bailing on my winning Australia pick because France is going to beat their...
Oh.
Whoa.
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 It's like that?
It's like that. France is really good. Both the men's and women's soccer teams for France are, or were, when I followed men's France, like 4 years ago, the last men's World Cup.
Happened last year.
Different one, the one before that. But yeah, you get what I mean? They were really good then. And I have the same faith in the women now because they look really good.
Mm-hmm.
I have no...
Would it change
no
your mind
expertise
if you
with
knew the Australian team was called the Matildas?
Yeah, actually it would.
I think
The
That's
female
kinda fire.
Socceroos,
it's
come
kind
on.
of it's fire. I
fire.
saw a video. This is why I saw Patty Mills talking.
Yeah.
No, that makes
It was
sense.
the Australian basketball team cheering them on. Everyone on that team is so Australian.
It's you no one's ever a little bit Australian.
No.
You except for Kyrie Irving. Everybody else is like full blown, like they're really from there and all that. They're not faking.
Kyrie and Matisse are Australian, and neither one is vaccinated.
Matisse looks like he's Australian.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense.
Great.
Bro looked like he would hit you with a fat g'day.
Definitely. Definitely.
How'd we get... No, I'm still going France though.
All right.
Just so we know.
Well,
It's France.
I will say Spain and Sweden, the only ones that made it to the semifinals so far. We still have 2 more games tomorrow. I'm pulling for France and England, but I feel like y'all would believe me if I said England for any of my picks.
Yeah,
So
no.
until we get to the finals,
Ain't gonna happen.
where England's going to be there, I will...
It's all
Not
European, man. All European. In Colombia.
I look
Let's
like
go
I hit you
Colombia.
with fat LO.
let's go.
Alright,
Viva Colombia. Viva betting the W.
Hey,
Thanks
I
for
want
joining
that
us, everybody.
bumper sticker.
Facts. Viva.
Viva, like,
I don't
the
think there are any
arsenal.
other
No.
internet websites that have already claimed that term. We won't get sued or anything. Everybody,
Where's your whimsy?
thank you for joining. My not wanting to get sued. Not whimsical enough.
Portnoy owns 100% now.
Yeah, facts. He's
coming
back.
for us.
He's coming for
personally
next,
coming
dude.
for us.
We've made his powerful enemy in Dave Portnoy. Everybody, thanks for tuning in.
This was a good one.
I don't think Dave could put down a 20-inch shirt. He gets
Yo!
He gets one
Yo!
bite.
Clip that!
He gets one
Clip
bite in
that!
those things.
Clip that, bro. Oh my god, we're putting you on BFF spot, battling with Portnoy. It's good, so I can take you on a 20-inch pizza.
Well, that's,
You fucking
that's,
serious?
that's the funny thing is, like, if you did not say pizza right now, they would not know the context.
Hey,
that is a
that's-
throwback to our own insight.
That's why I'm saying clip that. Clip that.
Dave Portnoy is going to be just offended he can't take down
Dave-
a 20-inch dick.
Dave,
You got no
Dave
neck.
definitely
Why
can.
is he crying? What happened to why is he crying?
This is
Oh,
my
wasn't that
useful
funny?
whimsy.
We gotta look.
That That's the way the show goes. We'll see you.